The ball up, long against the ball. Pick it up, going forward, Macleod with a harder groove. James Rowe there, long fighting for the ball in the middle. Picked up the other side. Puts it right to the goal there. The ball. Here comes Doherty. He gives the hands over to
One, two. I don't, just turn it on.
Good mark taken by Shaw, the record holder, he gives it over O'Brien, he quickly puts it on the boot, Conquest here on the wing, Malcolm gets it, over to number 30 for Malcolm, who is Shannon Pratt. He kicks it to centre half forward region, almost a mark, the ball hits the patch. Macleod, a very quick hand pass over there, another series of handballs there, and just a good kick out here in the back pocket, and Harrison Brown gets it up to Franklin again, he's had a little bit of it. So Franklin's about 50 metres out, 55 out, looks like he's a left footer, is he? Weighing up his options. He decides to kick it to the top of the square. Big pack of flying, O'Brien gets the punch. Goes to Macleod, it's shut out there. And kicked out to Macleod wing, but he looks inside and gives it off to the Anshin. So the Anshin plays it back pocket his own at the club, and he chips it into the green flag. For the league, I know this is so the umpire's Williamson, who comes in and says, no, O'Brien's got to take it to the game. Weighing up his options, there's a lot of players. He just kicks it as long as hard as he can. Looks like it's going up. The box makes a nice test. The ball's kicking out. Looking at a strong position there, Painter may have been helped. Strong play there by that person. Eltham, the ball's punched there in the other part. Brand gets it, kicks the hands off to McEwen, let's go. Kicks it with that left foot off the schooner, who I thought was nuts, but anyway, it was Lynch manhandled. Who knows? The umpire said no, he was there. Eltham coming through, the train up to the base ground, and players just picking it up and then thrown up. The other side of 50 to play test. If the Brand kids beat the ball, but Eltham have the numbers. The Eltham player will fumble. They've got the numbers there to butter up. And 19 gets it in Matthew Evans, and he looks to feed it up to his man. I think that's 31. It's a long, it's too high with that wind. I think McEwen's got it because he looks composed. He tries to deliver a real daisy cut. Eltham guy gets it and he's tackled and that retards his kick a bit. So here you're on the curve with numbers. The number one behind pretty steady play on the left foot though. He's cocked it up. Eltham had a chance here. He sinks the boot into it. It looks great. That's a goal, so 1-1 apiece. There's no doubt there that the Antrim was running on the right. He's moved quickly.
Probably have 4 or 5 smothers there. Players diving over the.
So just keep talking.
All right, so as Richie said, it's 1-1, 1 goal apiece, 6 points each. Umpire waiting for players to get settled. And he comes, throws the ball up, Richie.
No one wins that tap. Strong work in the middle. Hands come out there. Macleod have it. Hobbs has got it again. The forward line's pushing and shoving. Macleod have the numbers, but Scooter White fell over. Eltham looking to run it out of defence, which they do. and they get a hurried kick. Long's there. He'll try to trap it, which he does, but he's tackled on the wing. And what will the umpires say? The umpires say, no, nothing there. Eltham have it. They're looking to deliver hands, but they're just knocked off the ball, and the umpires said you threw it. So a Macleod player trying to daisy cutter, and he finds the Eltham middle on baller there. I think that was number 9, wasn't it? Was that Lockie Richardson? No, he's not playing, so it's not him. McEwen probably should have tried to punch that one. Totino gets it, hands off to Bianchin. He gets it off to Shaw. Shaw steadies and tries a nice linking kick, which is picked up by the Macleod player there on the flank, and he finds White. White swings onto his left foot, kicks it to the half forward flank. Into the pocket, Cahal Core gets it and has a shot on the left foot. And quick ball movement there, Jacques. The ball was kicked into the pocket, and Cahal Core kicked that one, and it was the degree of difficulty was extreme, wasn't it?
It certainly was. Really good hands there by Nick Lynch to get it off to Cahal running past and put it on his non-preferred foot, and still managed to find them all of the big sticks.
And they're the sort of goals that, if you can pull those out, they're the ones that you sort of sometimes think that it's about 50-50 to kick.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Richie.
Yep. So the ruckman, Chris Long's come off. O'Brien will do the ruck work. He taps it to the Macleod player, but he's tackled straight away. Another strong tackle. The umpire might say, give it to me. Totino was involved in that passage of play. Here comes Core again, the Mallee Bull, as Sharks has called him. He's fighting hard for the ball. He goes to ground, but Macleod emerge with it, and a little dinky kick, but Macleod still have it. They kick it to the pocket, and it's just overrun, but fumbled by the Eltham player who's going to feign for a free kick. He did a little bit of a Kevin Bartlett then and sort of
tapped it out in front?
Yeah, tapped it out in front, but he got the free, so he gives a little kick, probably not the required distance. But the Eltham player's got a paddock to run in, and he hoofs it, and that's a very poor kick. Puts his players under pressure. It's a foot race here involving Sievers. The Eltham player's tackled, and the umpire said too high, and I didn't see that one. I really didn't see that one, but that's okay. 52's got it. 52's got it in, that's Jai Laurie. He kicks it to the wing, but it finds the waiting hands there of McEwen, who's had a few kicks already, hasn't he?
He certainly had a few kicks. A thumping kick, left footer into the forward line. Who's up? Scooter? Oh, almost brings it to ground. Eltham here, number 30, again I think he said Franklin, was it? He kicks it long into the forward line with the breeze. Number 13 from Eltham just missed it. Quick hands there by Macleod. Sievers, oh, ball just bounces past Liam Brand over to Core over to O'Brien. O'Brien kicks it down the line there. Who's up? Packet plays form. We've got Eltham there, just looking around the corner. Kicking, centering the ball, but in comes Hobbs. Spoiled the ball. Totino picks it up. Puts it onto the boot. Long into the forward line. Just carries over O'Doherty's. Oh, tackled probably without the ball. Play on, says the umpire. And I think Reed Brand picked it off there and had a snapshot and we're behind.
Gee, the play's certainly fast-paced, isn't it?
It is fast and furious.
Yeah. That's great. Yeah. So Eltham kick it long. The big pack flies, including O'Brien. Fight for the ball. A good tackle there, but good hands. Eltham streaming through the middle. A real daisy cutter, which a lot of the sides are doing today. Both sides are doing today. Ham passes it over to a teammate there who's tackled and caught with it, but no, he got it out in time. Macleod seem to have numbers here, but a really strong tackle, and the ball is held to the Eltham player. And it's certainly a fast, frenetic style of play. No side has real height, you wouldn't think. So it's going to be a game that's played a lot with the pace and the ball movement as we go on, Jack.
It certainly is, and with this tricky breeze, it'll be a matter of who can hit the targets more.
So Macleod 2-1, 13 to 6, and Eltham 1 solitary goal. So we get back to the play, and Macleod chip it into the flank here. It was a little bit high, and it gets punched out by the good defensive work of the Macleod player, and the umpire will say, give it to me. So Yarwood's come off, and young Lawrence Schubert, number 8. Lawrence Schubert's come on. And he looks like he might be playing on a flank.
He's playing on a flank, was it number 10 there for Eltham? Yeah. Just loose.
Number 10 is, you keep going.
All right, the ball comes.
Harrison Burns.
Well, we'll just go off Harrison Burns, another Eltham player, picks it up, puts the ball into the forward line there. Two players go for it. It's on the ground.
Steve Kelly was there fighting.
Steve Kelly made sure the ball wasn't getting out, and the umpire will say, give it to me.
He won't die wondering, will he, Steve Kelly?
No, he'll attack the contest very hard, which is very good. Eltham player taps, the ruckman taps it, comes to ground, who's got it? An Eltham player there throws it onto his left boot, and he does find a target, number 23, Richie. Eltham have got the ball about 25 metres out, almost directly in front.
Tom Rogers. He's a wingman, isn't he? The little red-headed wingman. He's got the ball, yes. He's one of the pacier conveyances in the competition.
Okay.
You'd think he'd kick this one here, regulation, you'd think.
You would put him down from 25 metres out.
Left footer?
Yeah.
No, he's missed it.
Dear.
The breeze could be described as a bit deceptive there.
It is deceptive. It is
swirling.
A bit swirling.
Kicking to the Strasbourg Road or the bowling club end.
Bowling club end, indeed. Well, I think the game is starting to settle now. McEwen brings the ball back in. Who's he find? Bianchin goes up the line, finds Jack. Jack plays on the wing. Left boot, he just came off the side of the boot. Unfortunately, finds the defensive player there, number 1 for Eltham.
Burns here, he's on his own, number 10.
Burns is calling for it. And he finds him, late spoil, so plays the mark. Burns kicks it long into the half-forward flank. Oh, Bianchin being held.
Yeah, it probably was there. The umpire there, Williamson, was on it. So he's uncertain as where to go, what to do. And he finds Sievers, number 30. So Sievers, clever player. He goes across goal to Totino. He arguably played on then, but he goes to the pocket and he'll find Schubert, I think, there, number 8, Lawrence Schubert.
That's it.
And 6, is it? 6, is it? And anyway, he finds Lynch. You can tell that that's Lynch. So was that Brad Leggett who... Okay, Leggett, that was a nice pass. Lynch on the left foot will find Totino. Totino's in everything like salt and pepper, isn't he?
He is.
He hoofs it to the forward flank. He'll find Langford, he'll mark that. That was a formality. He just had the height, didn't he?
He did, had the massive height advantage.
But those who know this man know that he can kick it from that distance, but he decides not to. No. He goes to the goal square. The big flyers are there. Macleod have it, and he goes for the snap, which will go through for a, what will they say? Umpire says point. It was almost looking like it was going to swing round out of bounds, didn't it?
Almost again with that breeze.
Burns again, he's getting a lot of it.
He is getting a lot of it, Richie. He comes here to the grandstand side. Quick hands there by Eltham.
That was Stephen Smith. Stephen Smith who took that mark.
McEwen's intercepted the ball, and ball umpire says that's wrapped up, give it to me.
That was great judgment there by 39 with that mark, wasn't it? He's the only one who judged it properly.
No.
Yep. The ball comes out on the defensive side for Eltham, but Macleod looked to have the run of it. Eltham going in hard. He's hand passing it. By luck, it goes to one of his men, who swings onto his left foot. The ball will bounce here. The players wrestle for it. Big Williamson's there. He's being harassed by Kelly. The ball will go to ground. They're trying to tackle it in and pack it in, and the umpire will say, give it to me. Very experienced umpire, this man, Williamson. And on comes Anton Woods, the ex-Williamstown player. He's a good rover, this boy, number 8. Williamson, good tap, but it goes to the Eltham player, who gets very clever hands out. Gee, 30, kicks it across goal. And he'll find one of his men who couldn't quite mark it. Here comes Woods. He just slaps it on the boot. Big contest here, a lot of nudging. And the umpire said 1 point.
Yeah, Caneshaw there managed to get a fist on it and through to behind. Both teams here still moving the ball quickly, Richie. Macleod bring it into play. Bianchin again, another touch. Comes up the wing. Tor runs onto it. Hasn't got much space. Turns.
That's Reed Brandt's following the ball, and it'll go out of bounds. Not on the full. So Reed Brandt there. Cahal tried to do the right thing, but it was probably just a couple of metres too far in front of him.
And it's always a bit tricky in the wind, Richie.
He throws it in. The big men fly long, misjudged it. Williamson has it. A one-footed kick here. It'll possibly go out of bounds. I think it'll beat the speedsters, and Totino there was again. He's making a difference. He's adding a little bit of extra pace, that little bit of extra nip. Number 20 for Macleod. Totino come over from Coburg, but was also associated with Epping and Thomastown. Long wins that one. Players go in. Lynch was there. He falls over it. Sievers was obviously taken high. He's trying to work out what to do. He gives it off to Totino. Oh, the hands were there, but it was misjudged. In goes Schubert. Strong play by 3 from Eltham in Gavin Connolly. He's come back after a couple of years' absence, and he's an ex-best and fairest winner. There's Shaw, safe as the Bank of England. Swings onto his left foot. Kicks it onto the flank. Can Macleod run onto it? Is this Doherty? He's come in for his first game. Look at him. He's an athlete, this man. He hand passes it back to Lynch. Let's see what Lynch can do. He goes this way and that. Top of the square, the players are there, and drop mark by the Eltham player. Eltham, though, come out of it and just hoof it forward. And is that Burns again? Yes, he gets it over to his teammate who's on the wing, hesitates, stops props, gets back to Burns. I reckon he's had 12 touches so far. Kicks it to the flank. Macleod backline under pressure, and the umpire said there was a nudge. There was a nudge, and I'm not sure who that man is out there. I can't, he's got his back to us. Number...
Is it 18?
Number 18, is it?
I think it's number 18.
Is that Matthew Williams? I don't think so, because Williamson's one of their taller ruckmen. So, anyway, the equation is he'd be kicking from about 45 Jacques, with a slight wind, on a bit of an angle. So, this would be a good morale booster for them, because it's a fair old shot from here. You can call it, Jacques.
All right, he comes in, very deliberate. Oh, he's gone right under it like a pitching wedge. Yeah, probably not even a 9. It went very high. Off hands and through for a behind.
He seemed to sort of slip when he...
Yeah. Well, a little bit of drizzle around here today.
I've seen you duff a few like those at the first tee at a few venues around Melbourne.
We won't compare golf shots, will we?
So McEwen kicks it to himself, a beautiful long kick. Players are there, and a lovely mark. Who's that by down there? The Macleod boy. Schubert gets it. No, Schubert's got it now. He gives it off to Long. Long's looking for options. He gets it off to Schubert. Schubert a little chip, and Corhor's coming through. Look at him, the bull. He gets a low kick out here to Squirt Doherty, who played well last week. Squirt puts his body in, and the ball goes out of bounds harmlessly in front of what is a fairly big Macleod crowd, given the occasion that we have here today. McEwen having a rest. Langford's come on now. He didn't start on the ground, I don't think, Jack Langford. So they throw it in. Long taps it down, but Burns has it again, I think. It goes up in the air like a throw. Oh, he's tackled very heavily. Players going in here and there, trying to knock the ball out. Tough footy. Hammer comes out, but no one wins that ball. And have we had a death at the club where we've got the black armbands? I'm not aware of it, but...
Oh, yes, that was...
Anyway, Halcourt tries to get boot to ball. Good hands there. Here comes Liam Brand. He's very clever. The ball goes out of bounds. No, it doesn't. Macleod do get the kick. No, they don't. And the umpires set a free kick to Eltham. We couldn't quite see that because our view is blocked.
Ryan Delaney's grandfather.
Ryan Delaney's grandfather, yep. So he's related to former players and officials at the club, so we're sad to hear that. So Hamish Painter, their arms up, doing exactly what they tell you to do in the coaching manuals. They go backwards here. Here comes Liam Brandt. You wouldn't want to have him on your hammer. So forcing Eltham to kick back, and a dangerous kick, but Big Williamson's got the height advantage, and he'll weigh up what he's going to do. He gives hands back. Eltham going, centering kick, dangerous kick. Good play. He was harassed, was the Eltham player. Eltham tackled beautifully. The umpire said he didn't have it. Gee, I thought he had it there initially. But anyway, the camera will tell the story. Eltham get it. They look to go wide, but that's a dangerous kick because on comes Leggett. He gets it. Good blocking from O'Brien, and a little dinky kick goes over to Core. Geez, Core's dominating on his wing, isn't he? He's unsure what to do. He gives a real daisy cutter out to Brandt. Brandt, a strong tackle, and a bit of a stalemate. There's a lot of ball coming through that flank. And Macleod probably just falling down about 15 metres out from goal. They've had a few chances, haven't quite taken them. Another rock. Oh, good, clever play there by O'Brien. That was reminiscent of a John Nichols in his heyday, tapping the ball backwards. Can Macleod capitalise? Here comes the Macleod player, and I think it was Totino, was it? No, he gives it out to Doherty. Doherty, a dinky kick, but we've seen a lot of those dinky kicks getting stopped today. I don't know if they're the percentage kick. No. And meanwhile, Eltham run it out, but they've made a skill error. This could open up. He slaps it onto the boot. Hobbs, left foot. There's a bit of wrestling. Here comes Brand. He jumps up for it. I know, is that Martin? Martin swings onto the left foot. And don't tell me he's kicked it. Don't tell me he's kicked it if he has. That's the Jets Fitness Gym in Rosanna goal of the day. Jets Fitness Gym in Rosanna goal of the day. Join up if you're a Macleod person. Join up if you're an Eltham person. join up if you're a NFL supporter, and join up if your doctor says you need to, because and mention this club. So you've also got the Aussie merchandise flag down there as well, and Anthony Carbine's a local member with, I think it's Pack and Send as well. So the sponsors are in full display down there, and I'm being told to wind up the sponsors because I'm going a bit overboard. By the way, guys, it's no ka-ching ka-ching. I'm not getting any kickback here at all. Well, it does go through a chain of companies in the Cayman Islands, but anyway, that's another story.
So Richie, you talked about those 50-50 goals. There was a classic example of 50-50 goal, and luck went our way there. Was accurate enough or skillful enough to get boot the ball and find the big sticks.
So
it's been hard work out there, Richie.
Yeah, well, so a bit of a delay. Up goes O'Brien. He gets up high, doesn't quite win it though. Here comes Macleod, strong midfield. Oh, was Macleod Harry? He slaps it on the ball, O'Brien. That's a real mongrel kick. Here comes Lynch. He was nudged off it, but he still keeps it in front. Is that Core again? He slaps it on the boot. Don't tell me this will go through. It does. Is that Core again?
No.
Wasn't Core? Was it Schubert?
No. Duck.
That was Doherty. It was Doherty. Who said I need glasses?
Well, I've got a pair, but getting grey out here.
I didn't say Coke bottles, Shark.
Oh, jeez.
So Macleod 4-2-26. The visitors are 1-1-9. We've probably gone 18 minutes in the first quarter, would you say, Shark? I didn't put the timer on. I will for the next quarter. But yeah, you just say Macleod have actually found goals when arguably they may not have been there. Good tackle there. Great tackle. And
a strong tackle there.
And it's a fair tackle. So a lot of jostling going on there, but Macleod have it. I think that's through Painter. They kick it to the front, and that was a legitimate bump, and I hope there's no. Oh, see, Eltham didn't like that 31. 31 there. It's Darcy Valance. He didn't like that. I thought it was a completely legitimate piece of play. And what's the umpire done? Is he pulling out a card? Is he? No.
He wants
that was it. Would you describe that? Was it late or was it hard but fair?
It was hard but fair. It was probably a second. He was already committed to the bump.
But 49 gets it, and 49 being Sam Zito. He's the same name as the Northern Football League media manager. Eltham, a risky hand pass here. Here's Jack Langford. He's harassing his man. Good hands there. Here comes Totino. He was dispossessed, arguably illegally, but here's Totino again. He butters up, and Mardos has it, and you wouldn't say he couldn't kick this, Sharks.
No, not after the last one. It must be very hard. Must be very hard out there with the breeze. But here we go. If Mardos can, if anyone can kick it, Mardos can. He's kicked the last one.
So big
as the breeze picks up a bit more.
I noticed at number 15, and Anthony Di Paolo. He's a big man going down there to patrol that goal square.
So here he comes on a tight angle here on the far side. Very deliberate. He comes in. It looks nice off the boot. Has he got the accuracy? No, the umpire says no. 3 for 1 behind Richie. 4-3-27. 1-3-9 Eltham.
Okay. So Macleod building up a handy lead as Eltham play on. They kick it to the middle of the ground. They'll find a man here who takes a really nice mark. He looks to play on. Eltham have the run here. How will they move it? The ball goes into the pocket. Bit too far with that wind, and number 10 Burns. You can't blame him. The wind is. It's building up, isn't it? It's probably about a 3-goal breeze now.
It's certainly gusting, and it's in patches, isn't it? It's gusting 1 minute and it backs off the next. Players finding it hard to hit targets here today.
And you can understand why then. You sort of sink the boot into it, but if the lesser bloke's really tall, it's possibly going to go over his head, isn't it?
That's right, with that intermittent gust. Ball comes back into play in the pocket there. Tapped over by the Eltham player. Oh, it's kicked out. Finds Jack Bianchin, finds it. He chips it out. Finds Mardos. Quick hands to Scooter. Scooter, grubbing kick. Didn't hit the boot quite well. Players run at it. Reed Brent, good tackle. Comes, spills free. Eltham numbers here in the back line. Go to clear it. Ball spills free. Could be a turnover here. No. Number 31 for Eltham repossesses the ball and kicks it very high into the forward line. Who's up? They're all up. The ball comes down. Number 24 there for Eltham. Quick hands. Finds a teammate, but that's just off the side of the boot, and I think that's out of bounds on the foot.
Now, just a little skill issue there. They tell you from day one, if you got a chance, do you bump or do you tackle, Jack?
Tackle.
Yeah, well, Reed Brandt then, he bumped, and we lost the opportunity to dispossess. So that'll be a little coaching technique. That'll be easy for Gary just to have a little word to him about. Anyway, back to the play, and what's happened there? We're going to throw it in. OB's kicked it in the man on the mark.
No, it wasn't OB, but...
Wasn't OB?
No, it was McEwen.
McEwen, was it? Well, his father will never forgive me for saying that. So this is a dangerous passage of play here for us, right in the deep into the pocket there for the Eltham Panthers. She throws it in right in front of the goal. Up they go. Big patch. Macleod have it, and he's just tackled and
almost in the back.
Almost in the back, but probably not. So a good solid decision there by the umpire.
Fair decision.
We don't want them pulling things out that aren't there. Good play there, but Macleod have it. Jack Bianchin throws it on the boot. Wrestling here. Scooter's there with his man. He's harassing his man. The ball will go out, and his man there's a young fellow, number 52, Enjoy Laurie, who we've called a couple of times, and it looks like he's been given the big job on Scooter.
Looks like he has.
Because it looks like he's followed him down from the forward line. Looks like he's followed him down from the forward line.
He's wearing him like a glove, as they say, Richie. He's not letting him go.
Long wins that, but it goes to a sea of Panther players. Under pressure, 30. Beautiful centering kick. Oh, Macleod under pressure here. McEwen, beautiful hands. Gives it off to Shaw. He runs into trouble, puts his man under pressure, goes through like a bowling ball through the legs of Jack Bianchin, who that wouldn't normally happen to. I think he was wrong-footed. And it goes out of bounds on the full. No, it doesn't. It goes out of bounds. And Macleod still 4-3, 27. Eltham 139. Probably 20 minutes in, Jark.
Probably about 20 minutes in.
Call this.
Longy up in the ruck, brings the ball to ground. Comes to, who does it come to? Hobbs. Bustled over the boundary line, it'll be another throw in. So the wind's probably shifted more diagonally across the ground now, it feels. Still to this end, still to the Rosanna bowling end. Longy up in the ruck, brings the ball down again. Finds the Williamstown player you mentioned before, number 8 for Eltham. Gets it out to his teammate. Quick hands there, finds number 30 Franklin. He gets the ball out. Oh, the ball spills free. Turnover here, Painter runs through the middle. Chips it out in front of Ridos. Ridos reels the ball in. Throws on the left boot, goes up high. Who's up? Is that Core? Brings the ball to ground. Numbers there. And it's a big hard tackle there. Two Eltham players wrapped up there, a Macleod player, and that's quarter time.
So that was a good entertaining first quarter. Some really nice goals from Core and Patrick Martin. Macleod at quarter time 4-3-27. Visitors 1-3-9 in the Eltham Panthers. And we'll have our first break, and we'll be back shortly. Ex-player and reserves coach Adam Rhyme has just walked past, and he looks like he's the team manager. Swanee is the runner and Gary's coach, and Richard Geary stepped in as assistant this year. Up they go. Long wins that one. Comes to ground. Liam Brandt spins out of the pack without it. Macleod get the first kick forward. Lynch holds his own. The ball's in a dangerous spot here. That wasn't Lynch then. Lynch is there now. Here comes it. He's a clever player. Here comes Doherty, but Eltham have the numbers. 22 grabs it. He moves around with it. At 22 being Billy Glasgow. Good footballer. And he kicks it dangerously but cleverly over to the Eltham player, who just chips it into the pocket, and Eltham are able to inch it out of the back line. So he kicks it, and that's a dangerous kick with this wind. But Eltham, oh no, he didn't mark that one. Could that be a mistake? But no, here comes Eltham charging out of the middle. A chip to the middle, and he finds his teammate who plays on. He's weighing up his options. Kicks it forward, and Big Williamson's there. Big Williamson's got it. A clever hand pass to his teammate, who gives a beautiful pass, but it was intercepted by Schubert. O'Brien goes across. Macleod seem to have the numbers, and it goes to Shaw. Here comes Yarwood. He'll break clear, and he finds a teammate on his own in Liam Brandt. Liam Brandt moves it forward, a little chip, and he finds Scooter on his own. Scooter quickly plays on, kicks it to the middle of the ground, puts Squirt under pressure. Macleod have the numbers. Hand pass over to Hobbs. Hobbs swings onto his left foot. The ball is a bit of a grubber. Lynch is there, so's Cahal Core. He uses his body well. He traps it, gets the hands out. Lynch picks it up, and what's the umpire going to say? It looked a point from here. The umpire says, no, that's a goal. Well, gee, it looked a point from here. It really did, but maybe it just sort of screwed around. So, gee, a few errors created that goal from both sides, really. But Williamson there did well, but maybe he could have slowed down a bit, and maybe he could have Eltham's big full forward there, maybe he just tried to be a little bit centimetre perfect, and you have to be absolutely perfect, particularly when you're kicking on the potentially the attacking side of the goal for the side that's defending. Up they go again. Long goes early, but he wins the tap. Here's Brandt. 22's got it again. Oh, he's strong. He's strong 22, but the ball hits the ground again. Here comes Hobbs. Hobbs, he gets the ball, he tries to play on, which he does. Gives it off to Brandt. Macleod are running now. Brandt puts boot to ball. There's numbers here for Macleod. Doherty's knocked off the ball. Doherty's got it somehow. What's he going to do? He overkicks it. He gets rid of it. Eltham have it. They put under pressure, put under more pressure. And they just wobble the ball out to the wing where number 1 in Macleod's Jack Bianchin punches the ball harmlessly adjacent to the Bruce McDonald scoreboard that's being manned as usual by Mick Smith, who participated in a cricket grand final this year for the Northern Socials, which he is still wearing the medallion round his neck. Macleod have it, but it doesn't get boot to ball there. I think that was young Schubert, but the ball, no one will mark that. It's a tap. Here comes Burns. Burns, clever pass. Gee, Macleod, Eltham are streaming forward, and good play there by O'Brien. He prevented what would otherwise have been a clear mark. Long puts up those big mitts, and he's going to play on and kick it to Yarwood. So Yarwood's had a few touches. He's weighing up his options, and he sees someone in the middle. Martin, he didn't take that, and he hits the ground, and the umpire will say, give it to me. Gee, it could have been holding the ball if the umpire had been inclined to see it that way. Macleod with a 4-goal lead. Players there. Macleod being interfered with ugly. Here comes Hobbs. He gets it. Beautiful left foot kick. Kahal Kaur running. He's got a strong opponent to beat. He's out beaten there by the Eltham player who kicks it to the wing. And Schubert there. They both flew for it. Here comes Jack Langford. He's got the left foot. Gets the hands off to Hobbs. Hobbs back to McEwen. McEwen under pressure. McEwen's a beautiful kick. He'll kick it 25 metres here in the pockets. There's Macleod people flying here, but the ball gets punched out. And 10 metres out from the Macleod goal. Suddenly the wind seems to have just dropped a fraction, but it'll probably swirl around, so it's probably going to be a 2 to 3 goal advantage to the side kicking to the bowling club or northern end. So up they go again. Oh, Brandt, the dangerous Brandt's got it. Don't tell me, that's a party trick. He snaffled that one. Well, gee, Macleod are really taking the chances that they're being given from the stoppages. The chances are being taken. They're not missing easy shots. They're saying, you've given me half a chance, I'm going to exploit that chance. And that's what good sides do. And they now move to a 5-goal advantage, 6-3 to 1-3. Totino comes on. Liam Brandt comes off. Umpire throws it up again. Oh, he's grabbed out of the ruck. And the umpire said, no, you can't do that. That's against the rules. Totino has it. He kicks it deep over the head of Doherty, the man they call the squirt. He's tackled. He's brought to ground. And the umpire said, give it to me. Williamson again. So a lot of changes happening here at the Macleod bench as I'm standing just above it. They're quite easy to see. O'Brien there uses his reach. Doherty gets boot to ball. A dangerous looking kick. Don't tell me. No. Eltham under terrific pressure, but they managed to get it out. He'll just get boot to ball. Yarwood's there. He stops his man, although he had the back position. He nudges his man, and the umpire says, give it to me. So Eltham suddenly under a great deal of pressure. And it's been all Macleod this quarter. Comes to the front of the pack. Macleod seem to be at the foot of the pack. Here comes Totino. Don't tell me he's going to kick a banana kick. Oh my goodness. Gee, he's kicked it. Well, every possible chance, as I alluded to earlier, is being taken. And he just come on. Macleod have the bite around the packs. Schubert's coming off. Woods is coming off for Eltham. And Macleod scoot out to a 36-point lead. 8 minutes into the second quarter. Stephen Smith coming on for Eltham. He's done all right today. He's standing Ned McEwen, who's playing as a quarterback, a half-back line for Macleod. 7-3 to 1-3 here. It's getting darker. It is getting darker. O'Brien wins that tap. Eltham have it, but a hurried kick. The pressure they're under. Totino gets it. He's hit high, arguably, but no. And the umpire will say, give it to me. But geez, he went in like a bull then, Totino, and he actually copped one around the head. But it was legal. There was nothing in it. O'Brien raises high. Good kick there by Smith. Centres it. Oh, Williamson works his way under it. Can the big man create the goal? He can. So that was clever play by Williamson. He brought the ball to ground, trapped it, and then hand passed it to one of the smaller players. And that's what the big man's got to do. If he can't mark it, of course, you bring it to ground and you give the crummers an opportunity to do their stuff. So 7-3 playing 2-3. Hamish Painter comes off along with Lawrence Schubert. Cahal Kaur comes off as well. So changes being made aplenty here. Anthony Doherty coming on. Up they go again. Who's that? Is that Brandt? Brandt gets it, but Eltham have it as well. Yep. And the umpire says free kick to Eltham. So they've got an opportunity to keep deep into the forward line. Up they go, the big men. The ball's in dispute. It's in the air. Good play by Eltham. Don't tell me he's going to contribute to the party tricks. No, he can't. And that's 1 point. So Eltham move on to 2 goals for 16. And I think the wind is, I think it's died down a fraction. I think it has died down a fraction. So there is a bit of a cold front. They are expecting rain. McEwen, it goes off the side of the boot a bit. But there it is. OB's there. He'll punch it to the back. Here they come, Macleod. They've got the numbers. They've got the ball. Martin gets it. It slews off the side of his boot. And Harrison Burns takes a nice mark. Full use wasn't made of that play then. He kicks it to the forward flank, and an Eltham player marks it unmanned. Can't quite see the number from here. Little chip to the unmanned number 11 who plays on immediately. Sean Brazzali, he's been at the club a long time. Kicks it into that dead pocket down there, but Eltham are in front. And good defence by Macleod, just forcing it wide, forcing it out. And Sean Brazzali's been around Eltham for a long time now, and his handy player Woods comes on. Anton Woods, there's a lot's expected of this boy. He's done a lot in his career. So they throw it in. Big pack of players, big pack. Comes out, Macleod have it, but no they don't. Eltham merge with it. Hand passes it to a player who kicks it into a Macleod player there, and there's real pack forming here. What can happen? There's a dangerous bit of play. The umpire says that Williamson was interfered with there. The umpire said he was held, and there was a decision to allow the play to continue, and of course Eltham kick a goal. So that's 2 in a row now, so 7-3 plays 3-4. So a 23-point lead to Macleod. Up they go again. Brandt's there, but he can't trap it, but he's got it. No, he hasn't. It's gone to Hobbs. Hobbs kicks it out to no man's land here. Here comes Martin. He tries to judge it. He tries to trap it. He has got it. He can't get rid of it, but a clever hand pass. That was a real nudge then. Good tackling by Brandt. Good tackle by Macleod. And what the umpire say? The umpire said, is that a free to Schubert? No? What's the umpire said? Yeah. So he took a long time to give the footy back to Lawrence Schubert. I think it was for throwing or incorrect disposal by hand. So this is a perfect spot for the camera. You can see the angle. You can see the angle. You'd think he'd kick to the near goalpost and let it float across. No, he hasn't. He's gone the exact opposite way. It's coming around, is it? But I think he did actually in the end kick it to the right side, but just not quite enough juice in it. And Macleod move on to 7-4, so we have a 4-goal ball game suddenly again. Probably about 15 minutes into the second term. This term hasn't been quite as frenetic as the first one was. He plays to himself. He's nearly fell over. He's going to put his team under pressure here, but he kicks it out. They have the numbers here, Eltham potentially. Long, the big punch. But the big punch. Long's there. The ball, he's trying to get it. He's trying to get rid of it. The big pack. And the umpire was blindsided then, and they say, give it to me. So the umpiring's been good. very little controversial decision making being doing, which is great for the nature of the game. Here comes Painter. Here comes Totino. He goes at it. Doherty's there. Doherty put his body in. But what's the umpire said here? I think he's rewarded Reed Brand here. He said there was a throw. And Reed Brand is capable of kicking this or setting up a goal. A very clever player. What's he going to do? He's always got something in his mind. He's gone long, and it'll be a point. So the wind's coming, if you're watching it here, it's coming from right to left. Right to left. So we've seen that twice with the last two shots on goal. Macleod 7-5. It is getting really, really dark here too. So we may get some rain. Kick it out here. There are lots of numbers. Big pack there, almost a mark to Macleod. Coming through a Macleod, I think that's Doherty. He'll give it off to, I think, Lynch. He's trying a little dinky kick again, but Eltham are still under pressure, and the pack will form. And these little dinky kicks, there's an argument that suggests they should be handballing, but easy to say up here in the commentary box. Ball spills, big numbers there, and the tackling's been excellent. I think the tackling today have been sticking, and the umpires have been rewarding the tackle or saying, give it to me. Here we go. Macleod have a lot of bite around the packs, and out it goes again. The ground's in pretty good nick too. It's soft, and it's in much better nick than it's been in the previous seasons. A lot of old players here, past players, and a lot of our supporters here today to witness this big occasion. The ball gets thrown in. Long overran it. Macleod have it. Here comes Lynch. Lynch will get boot to ball. Now he's caught. Sandwiched arguably, and the umpire said no. It took a bit too long there, Nick, so give it to me. Eltham quickly play on. There's wrestling going on here. Wrestling going on. But Eltham have it. Oh, this is an interesting bit of play. This speedster from Eltham. He's kicking it forward. And it's 1 point. That young fella there, I think it's 52, Enjoy Laurie. He's done a few good things. Certainly got pace. And it showed there, but then again, most of us have pace when we're running into an open goal. So McEwen kicks it off to no one, to Shaw. No, it wasn't Shaw, that was Bianchin. He gives it off to, I think that was Leggett. Oh, Macleod frigging around with it here. And they were lucky then. Lucky to not get a penalty on the scoreboard there, because one hand pass and then look to kick it long, particularly when you've got the wind, would be probably the preferred option rather than over-possessing the ball. Here we go again. Oh, here comes Brandt. He just goes forward, a real wobbler, but it finds Lynch. He'll play on quickly on that left foot of his. He kicks it forward. Brandt's there. So's Langford, but he overruns it. But Macleod there, ooh, didn't quite have the numbers, but good tackle by Brandt. Good tackle. Eltham defenders under a heap of pressure. Brandt's got it. And that's one that Brandt would probably normally kick, but had that been a goal, that actually would have been due to the work of the tackle from Brandt and Langford. Oh, he's duffed the kick, the Eltham man here. This could be dangerous, and that will result in a Macleod free. So Langford, quite rightly, will go down to the goal square, and Lynch, not a particularly long kick of the ball. He's not a Malcolm Blyde or a, but still, he goes to the top of the square. Who's going to be there? Langford indicated he'd been pushed, but Eltham under pressure. Reed Brandt's there. Eltham get boot to ball. It'll go in the direction of Totino. He's got 3 men to beat, but good play. He gives it off to Brandt. He chips it over, but probably again a hand pass was warranted. Gee, the ball bouncing like a ping pong ball. That's Burns gets it. No, sorry, that was Tommy Rogers who got it out there to Laurie, and just the disposal wasn't quite good enough for Laurie, and he sees the ball go out of bounds on the ball. Now Macleod have had a few opportunities here to probably create a few more opportunities and just haven't quite worked. So here they come. Geez, Macleod's work around the packs has been excellent. Eltham under pressure. Macleod will have it. Good hands. Put it in front of White. White's there, but Eltham's stout defence works because he just runs through and cuts a path. Here comes Woods. Woods will look to create play. He runs around. Hand pass back again. They've got the run on here, but just one mistake. And they said there, just through the sheer tough work there of the Macleod boy, he capitalised on the mistake. Here comes Painter. He lets fly from about 50, and the umpire will say 1 point. The idea was there, but maybe could have used the forwards, who knows. Quick kick by Eltham, and 15 metres out. In that pocket, that's where a lot of the play's been because of the wind. Gig high ball. Players are wrestling. The Macleod player fell then when he was just going for the important part of the marking object, and it ends up in the hands of Reed Brandt. And I do think, even though arguably in the last 5 minutes Macleod have squandered a few opportunities, the desperation and the tackling has been excellent, and that's what has stood out. And this is Cahal Core, who, because of the pressure that's been put on the Eltham defence, was able to find space and just sort of said, kick it to me. I'm 20 metres out, if that, more or less directly in front. Give it to me. I think I can register another goal. And I think he may have, no, he's missed it. And that's the amazing thing about football. Blokes can kick them from amazing angles, snapping over their heads, God knows what. But the set shot in front of goal is problematic. And that's not just the case for Cahal, it's the case for many a great player, including a lot of AFL players, such as the Cameron Moonies and the Stuart Lowe's. Anyway, he feigns to play on but doesn't. He's looking for an option. He's struggling. He kicks it there, and the ill-directed kick, and I think that'll go out of bounds on again, and that'll be a Macleod free. And you'd have to, what would he be looking to do here? What would he be looking to do here? The umpire's saying, hey, come in. He's being yelled at by about 36 players. Shaw gets it. He gives it over to O'Brien. He puts it on the boot, right in the hot zone. The big flies are there. No one gets it. Good kick there by a Macleod player. If it had have been a bit straighter, it would have gone through. It wasn't. And goes out of bounds. And this is a dangerous spot for Eltham. Dangerous. The ball seems to be permanently wedged in the Macleod pocket at the moment. Probably about 20 minutes into the quarter. Good tap there, but Eltham have it. Quick handball, and they're in desperate pressure. Good nudge there by 31. Squirt tried to bring it out. He gets the hands off. Scooter has it. He does the right thing. Top of the square. Who was there? Brandt's there. But great defensive mark there by the Eltham small man, who I can't quite identify at the moment. And he elects to go to the Cape Street pocket. O'Brien nearly marked that. Totino's got it. Don't tell me he's going to dob that. No, we're peppering the goals at the moment, peppering the goals, but it's point. So the magic of the first quarter has well and truly rubbed off. 7 goals, 9.50 to 3 goals, 5, 23. So again, Eltham, this is a longer one. The flies are there. Great punch by O'Brien. Doherty just slaps it on the boot. There's players here wrestling. Oh, what was Cahal was either trying to punch it through or take the mark. I can't quite work that out, but nevertheless, it was a difficult one. It was high and it was swirly. So again, Macleod another point. 7 goals, 10. Peppering the goals. McEwen following his man up. Eltham being asked to kick it again, and again he kicks it to a big pack, and a lovely mark, I'd say, being taken there. Was it the Eltham man? No. Whose mark been? I thought it was Macleod. I think it was Hobbs. So Hobbs is a wonderful mark for a medium-sized player, and he finds no one in particular. There is Totino. Good tackle. But Eltham running it out in waves here. But again, they're under pressure. But they have a loose man. Here comes Rogers. He'll back his pace. He's got the pace. He swings onto his left foot. And gee, that was a lovely passage of play. That one reminded one of a bit of a rugby league type situation where you've got a whole paddock in front of you, but of course in Australian rules you have to bounce it. So I think Jack Langford there, he's looking for options. He's a prodigious kick, as you can see. The people are flying. The ball's at the back. Here are the numbers. Here comes Shaw. No, it's not Shaw, it's Doherty. He gives a dinky kick over to Totino. And that kick, putting a small man under pressure, was a tough decision. But Eltham are there, they have it. They're running the ball better now. Goes out to the wing. Here comes Doherty. Hands off there by Eltham. And the Eltham man's in trouble. But he's good enough to swing back onto the left foot, and he's to find Tommy Burns. He'll find a player. No, he won't. Great defensive work by Macleod's Langford. And he, through that work, finds, I think it's Doherty. Kicks it forward. Macleod have a very open forward line. One gets it for Eltham, slaps it on the boot, and that looks like it's out of bounds on the full. So Macleod there actually had a very open forward line, which always looks good. What will they do here? They go backwards. I think the umpire's going to say, give it back to me. So Brandt will be forced to give it back. Martin comes on the ground, longs off. And Macleod with the wind. Oh, very close to the man on the mark there. And the ball comes to the front of the pack. Someone has a flying shot at goal. And Cahal Call gets it. Oh, he tries to play on. It's smothered. It's smothered. He gets the hands off to Martin. And Martin, no, kicks it to the 31 who takes a strong mark. So things not quite working out in the teeth of goal for the boys at the moment of Macleod. How the things can change in the game of football. Comes out to the coach's box area, and Jack Bianchin was held there. The umpire didn't see it. Good tackle there by Shaw. He's tackled 19, and he brings 19 to the ground. 19's a very strongly built player in Matthew Evans, and Evans was brought to ground. He tried to use his strength. It almost worked. O'Brien gets it. Here comes Brandt. He gets clever hands off to Schubert, and Schubert gives it to Langford, and that's a mark. And he can go back and have a shot, this boy. He's a prodigious kick. He's got a 3-goal win at his back. So Jack Langford, he'll kick from 45 with a 3-goal win. He slipped fly, and that looks a point. So Eltham, gee, their defence is pretty much held up well. Anton Woods makes good possession, and that was a mark. Hamish Painter did his best to stop him. I think they're two former Northern Knights best and fairest winners, actually, those two boys. Martin, great work. Macleod have numbers here. Williamson's tackled. The pressure Eltham are under is causing them to make the odd mistake. We're getting into the time on period of what's been a good second quarter, but Macleod have had the better of it, but really haven't capitalised as well as they could have on the scoreboard. Here come Eltham, moving forward, and McEwen, oh, he just waited for it and it got tackled, or it got retarded there, and McEwen thought that was going to fall into his lap, and that's again what football can do. He's at the bar. So you can't wait for the footy, no matter how much you think it's going to come to you, is the lesson there. So I think we'd be getting very, very close to half-time. Out the back again. Oh, Totino's been excellent. Did he throw that? The umpire said no. Here's Hobbs. He tackles his man. Hobbs gets it. Oh, gorgeous play this. Beautiful running. Martin's got it on his own, and he chips it out to the player on his own in Lynch, who just turns around, and as you would expect in a situation like that, kicks the goal. And that play really was created by some excellent work in the back pocket there, and the creation of a free space in the Macleod half-forward line. But really it was Lucas Hobbs there who was able to be clever enough to get some run, get some space, and use the ball, and that's why he's a pretty classy player. And Patrick Martin too, he looked, and he was able to get the height and the ball to Lynch. So Macleod moved to the further lead. Can they get another one before half-time? Slung off the ball, there's Painter. Going in hard was Brandt. Eltham emerged with it though, but they're under pressure again. They're looking to create play. Kicks it to the centre half forward. The ball's holding up in the wind. Leggett gets good possession, and good to see Brad Leggett back in the throng of football after the terrible injury he sustained to his kidney and back region last year. Gives it back to Shaw. Settle things down. Macleod 8-11, playing 3-6. What happened there? Shaw kicked it on the man on the mark. Eltham a chance here. Eltham a chance. But they're going to duff it, I think. Oh, no. No. So there you go. You make one mistake at Division 1 level. Costs you a goal, particularly in your back line. Talk about footy all you like, but you make one little skill error at times, and it's a goal to a good opposition. So Macleod 8-11, 59. The visitors 4-5, 29. 30, sorry, so it's a 29-point lead to Macleod. Back in the middle, it's been an entertaining game. Oh, a big hit there. I think it was in the play. Here comes Brandt. He'll get his kick. He'll get his kick. He's still got it. Good tackle there by the Macleod player there, and was it Core? And he was the one who met the Eltham player 30 very solidly in Shannon Franklin, which will hurt Eltham because he's a good conveyance. Franklin, he's played well. Macleod have a flying shot, and Brandt takes the mark. Franklin's still in the hands of the trainers. It was a tough hit. It was a big hit, but I don't think there was a raised elbow or a raised shoulder or any such thing. So this could well hold up play, and looks like there's a bit of a kerfuffle here. Centre half forward, it's on. So kick the camera on that. Brandt will go back and kick the goal. And we don't need this in community football. And I hope that's not the bench from Eltham running on, is it? No? No, it's not. So it looks like it's breaking up. I didn't see who did what to who, or who's hurt or who's not. All I know is that Macleod got a goal, but hopefully Shannon Franklin coming off. He may well come on. He's looking okay now. He may have just been winded. He may have just got a shock. Macleod 9-11 plays Eltham 4-6. And we don't want the game spoiled by any more melees and such. 9-11 plays 4-6. Half-time siren will go any moment. Will this fire Eltham up? It may. The ball's there in the middle of the ground. Good hand pass out, 3 gets it. He weighs up his options. The left footer, beautiful pass, number 3. Gavin Connolly is a classy player. He's won 3 best and fairest down at Eltham Land, and he gives it off to an unmarked player in Anton Woods, who's another classy player, number 8. Anton Woods is I think he's a Morrish medalist at the night, so important kick for Eltham, very important kick, just before half time. Comes in, 30 metres out. It looks, oh, what's the umpire say? No, just to the left, just to the left. Macleod hold a 35-point lead. I think the siren will go any moment. McEwen, it's a raking left foot kick. Gives it to himself, and then he really hoofs it. There's numbers there, and as I predicted, oh, he's let one go as Williamson. He's let one go. Number 18, that was totally unnecessary. What's happening now is totally unnecessary, and there was nothing in that. And Williamson's flying the flag, but he's provoked that. And feelings are very high here. Let's hope it all just evaporates and the players go in for the half-time break. What's the umpire doing? The umpire can witness it. The umpire's talking to the players, and he's saying, guys, he's telling the players, break it up, break it up. He's doing exactly the right thing. He's getting in there, separating them, and the crowd getting into it too. They're giving advice as they do. So Macleod 9-11-65. Visitors 4-7. We'll be back for the start of the third quarter. Macleod holding a sizable lead, but they've still got a lot of work to do to convert that into a winning lead. Terry? Thank you.